This is dope. This is dope. This is very dope.
This is DJ Newmark, AKA Uncle New.
What's up? This is Chemist.
Hi, my name is Ben Blackwell.
It's Mr. Walt. I'm DJ Evil D.
Soul Brother #1, Pete Rock.
My name's Ethan Alapat. I go by Egon.
This is Just Blaze.
Hey, this is Hank 3.
What's up? This is Z-Trip. You're checking out Crate Diggers.
This is an interesting record by a guy named Stephen David Heitkotter. There was only 20 copies of this record made, maybe 25. Stephen himself doesn't know, and he's been a ward of the state for the past 30 years. He was suffering from the first stages of what became all-encompassing paranoid schizophrenia when he recorded this in an old house in Old Fresno. And it's really deep, dark, hard-to-define psychedelic rock music that's clearly made by a man who was troubled, and when you find out the real story about him, and you find out that he was truly on his way to, losing everything, having to be committed. It's a real weird trip. And every copy of the record that I've seen comes autographed by Heitkotter himself. Sometimes big, sometimes really small, but it always says the same thing, which is just Heitkotter. And the label, of course, is Ego, which I suppose is kind of fitting.
So this is a record that Hank Williams made for his mom when he was out on the road, and it's never been released. He got 2 songs on it, and it was on Silvertone, and one of them is Mother's Side by Me, and the other one is Lonely Mound of Clay. And it's got his original signature on it, but we don't know a date. But I do know that these songs on this have never seen the light of day, and it could be just him and a guitar, or it could be a whole band. I haven't got to listen to it yet. Probably the coolest thing I have. I don't have that much of my granddad's stuff. A tie, a gun, and this.
Stark Reality, Hoagie Carmichael's Music Shop. Very, very rare. If you find a copy, you're paying, what do you think, like 700 maybe?
From 5 to 1,000 sometimes.
Right, yeah, I've seen it go for up to 1,000. The average that I've seen is usually like 6 or 7. The 2 records that I've ever paid the most for were this and the Big Daddy Kane 12-inch. Super rare record, but it's not dope because it's rare, it's dope because it's dope, and there's a ton of great samples and loops and chops and sounds on here.
This one is one that I found super, super rare. It's Radio and Easy Does It by Eazy-E, but it's the acetate, so it's the, when they would record something, they would press an acetate of it, which might be like, hey, let's listen to what we did today in the studio and take it home and listen to it. So it's sort of like a test press. And it's made out of acetate, which is why they call it acetate. But so it's if you listen to it, it's kind of tinty and it's funky, and you can only really play a couple times before it really sounds like shit. But I've only played it a couple times. But April 4th, 1988, Ruthless Records, 12-inch. These are the things you find when you really are digging out there, and you stop and you you lose the girlfriend.
Okay, so you have It's Yours, right? This is Tila Rock, one of my favorite rap records of all time. This one doesn't have the Def Jam logo. This is the first press. But that's not what's impressive. What's impressive is the test pressing. Let's see the nice little dollar price tag from Aaron's Records. This is the best part. Take it out, and in red pen, Music Connection. Now let's cross that out, and it says Rick Rubin, 420-8666. Let's call the number. I'm assuming it's a 212 prefix. So anyway, and it's in really good shape.
I'm gonna show you something in here that everybody wants, but you can't get. This right here, Enter the Stage instrumentals. Only 100 of these are made. And 90 of them are still in this basement. And they're not going nowhere.
This one, I love this record. This is the first, if you ask me, the first rap record from Detroit. Rock Down, parts 1 and 2, parentheses, schoolboy rap, under the name Paris. This is pressed in 1981. Basically all handled by a dude by the name of Daryl Nicholson, who was a teenager at the time. He was working at McDonald's. It sounds like really good early live band-backed hip-hop. And not too many people know about this record, but again, I only came across it because it was from Detroit, and realized a lot of people weren't talking about early Detroit rap records. And so I tried to find out more and more about stuff like that, and keep on coming back to this, and couldn't find anything that really predated this. So until someone proves me wrong, this is the first Detroit rap record.
Ramp never came out. This is not even the original. Ain't no original. Nah. Oh no. This is an ill album. This is nothing but rhythm and beats and drums and shit. And people probably have it. If you're a digger, you've probably seen it. It sounds like immediately started creating music when I was doing the I&I album. I found this one. It's a good album right here.
My hip pocket records, the 3 inches, you know, because you just don't see them. This is Arthur Connolly, Sweet Soul Music. Like they're meant to put in your pocket. Like whoosh, walk down the street, go to your homie's house, play a joint. You know, so they're packaged like this. Boom, I'm not your puppet. There it is. By the hits you miss, 25 to 50 hip pocket records can be carried in pocket or purse. They will outlast a regular 45. This is true. I use these in my toy set on a miniature turntable that's like the size of these. I am like tearing these up on stage, and I still have no cue burn on these records. Bugs me out. I'm cutting the fuck up out of these things. They didn't lie. It's not like the nickel on the Count Chocula 45 thing. They did not lie.